So do you guys remember Happy Feet? The movie where the penguins do the dances and stuff? Well, it's actually a better movie called Tappy Toes. This movie starts off with this banger intro. You ready? Anyways, after that banger intro, it starts off with the beginning of the world in this food chain. And like, it's talking about how these people would not be dying and they're killed to be killed. And then it cuts to this hot penguin milk.
Oh, hard-boiled.
So then the movie cuts to these two obese birds, and they start talking about like, I want the egg. The egg be tasting fine.
These are the skewer bird, a sea.
As the guy said, this is the skewer birds. They are noisy and dirty. Nasty little scavengers. And they're looking at the egg and they're like, dang, that mommy better body. Actually, the bird, they want the egg, right? And they're like, oh my god, maybe we should get the egg. And then he's like, no, we gotta have a plan. And he's like, okay.
If we don't snatch that egg quick like, we're going to be eating snow cones for dinner.
So after like 10 years of filler, they finally decide to do the actual plan. So then the big fat bird makes the mom walk over there, and then the skinny bird tries to snatch the egg, and it's bait and snatch. Oh my god. So it cuts to the birds finally being at the house, and they're like, what kind of egg should I make? Soon learn that there's a penguin still in the egg, and they can't cook it. He's like, what? We can't cook it. We have to have the baby. So after learning this, the big fat bird doesn't wanna eat the egg right now. So then he tries to hide from the skinny bird that the egg still has a baby in it. But of course, right before the guy eats the egg, he's like, oh, the penguin's gonna kill. It then cuts to the penguin's parents, and then the dad is talking to this guy about fishes, and he looks very depressed. And then they go check on the wife, and the wife is emo, and she's all sad because her kid died. And then the dad says something savage.
Do you think maybe there's some way, somehow it survived?
No.
Wait a minute. I think I've heard that beat before. So then they're all sad, and then they run, and then they slowly pans out. And then it cuts to the two gay dads, and then the baby's mad snoring. So then the fat one's like, I love the kid, he's so cute. And the skinny one's like,
You stupid n***.
So then it shows us the birds making memories with the penguin and then like growing attached to him. So it cuts to many, many years later, and the penguin is finally grown up, and then she's talking to the guy. So after like 10 years of this entire movie, it's finally the main plot is kicking in, and this walrus is putting up because remember, they didn't explain this, but the walrus is the main enemy in the movie. And as they're running away, this obese walrus is just like, after the plot armor allows the main characters to leave, the walrus goes back to his cave and then starts talking to the crab, which was actually the mastermind behind the entire movie.
Sorry, master. I have failed you. Gee.
This joke is on the same level of Family Guy.
I don't know that I'd call it a smorgasbord. I mean, I only had two choices, really, birds or penguin. And scientifically, penguins are classified as birds.
This goes on for 53 billion years.
3 birds, so bird, or bird, but still not the variety of sea life the word smorgasbord would imply. I'm stuck.
This is such a long scene in the movie, and it's just them going back and forth and back and forth. You can really tell that the writers are the thinkers. So then the crab is like threatening him. So now that the penguin is grown, he's like, why want to fly? And then the dad is like, well, son, we have to tell you something. You're black.
There's something Buddy's been meaning to tell you.
There is?
What is it?
Well, you see, it's like this. The truth of the matter is, there's only one way to tell you this. Go ahead, Lou. Tell him.
Look, kid, you can't fly.
I know I can't fly. Not yet. Not until you teach me.
Not ever.
Not ever? Why not?
You're
Sorry, my hamster walked over my laptop. So then he starts reading the book, and he starts imagining himself being able to fly, even though he can't fly because he's a penguin. So we get to see why this movie is called Tappy Toes, because he finds these shoes in the chest. So then he raises up this girl with his dance skills. She's like, oh. So then the girl penguin brings the main character back to his parents, and the parents finally unite with their kid, and they're like, I'm literally so tired of editing this video. So then the leopards come to attack, but in the movie they're like, oh, well, Tappy Toes can dance to distract the walruses. So then there's a scene of the penguins getting suited up and getting ready for battle. So then they gritty so hard they cause a 9.5 earthquake. As you can see from the last edit, I'm too tired to even do this video anymore. So then they start sending the sonic waves to the leopards, and the leopards start tweaking because they haven't smoked in the meth yet. And then they win. My conclusive thoughts. What do I think about this movie? I think it's just a Walmart bin $5 sale. Would I watch this movie again? No. I'm literally so drained, and I'm dead. Goodbye.